All right, guys, this is my cloud pour, and I am using the recipe from MelyD, and let's see. Yes, so what she said was the satin enamels. Oh, hi, it's Laura. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what she said was the satin enamels and the white paint. Equal parts. Then she added a pouring medium, but she did say it was optional. So I do not have pouring medium. She said literally you can just use the satin enamel and the white paint and call it a day. Of course, I have to add water. So what I did is I went ahead and made this quart of the cloud mix, which is equal parts. So it's half part of the satin enamel and the other half part is white paint. So that's how I have it labeled. I don't know if you can see. It is my cloud pour. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this in my cup. Not all the way full because I have to add water. So I'm trying this out, by the way, for the first time. This cloud recipe causes these pearls. And I mean, if I like something, I'm going to try to make it happen. Like, that's literally just who I am. So that's how I started. That's how I got started with acrylic pouring. Is I saw the Dutch paint and I loved it. And I was like, okay, I totally want to know how to do that. So any opportunity I have to learn something new, I take advantage of that. So I loved the way the Dutch pour looked. I learned how to do it. Then it was all about practicing. And I know with time, I'm just going to get better. But that started with the fact that I was interested enough to learn about it. Well, now it's the cloud pour, and I love it. I love how it looks. I want to know how to do it. I have been doing so much studying that now I'm there. I'm going to try it. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first time. And I know she used a little bit of water, but I'm going to go ahead and put a lot more because it's pretty thick. And my understanding of this cloud recipe, it has to be very watery. So I added a little bit of water. Now I'm just going to stir it. And she said just stir it for a long time. I'm going to go ahead and add the video to MelyD, this specific recipe. Like I said, I do not have the pouring medium. But according to her video, she said because she puts so little, she really doesn't think it makes a difference. So if we do not have the pouring medium, we do not have to have it. So I don't have it. I did price check it. It's pretty expensive for me, for my budget at this current time. So I want to try it without the pouring medium. She said we could also use a little Floetrol, but again, she said it's not going to make a big difference. So I'm going to just do it without. So my mix is just going to be the cloud mix that I showed you guys and water. And this consistency has to be like super thin, like almost water, but white. So, and I'm reusing a canvas. I did a Dutch pour that I was not happy with. And that's the good thing about these canvas that I absolutely love is that, you can either scrape it off if you're in the middle of a technique and go again, or I actually let this dry to see what it looked like dried. I didn't like it. So I'm going to be reusing it. And you don't necessarily have to paint over it. But in all of the studying that I've been doing to get this cloud pour right, I've seen some people that actually paint their canvas just with straight paint just to get it tacky so that this pour can have something to cling to, because I think because it's so watery that it's just going to run off. Dwight pours, I think I saw him, he did that. And then I don't know the other people, but I'll try to put some people on that I've been watching, doing this cloud pour. Like, I'm telling you, I've been studying a lot. So now that I've been studying a lot and I got my cloud mix together, I got the recipe that I wanted to go by, because the other recipes, they asked for quite a bit of stuff, like the GAC 800 and a pouring medium. And it was just too much for me right now. Just starting, I don't really want to invest so much money if it's something that I just absolutely can't get a hang of it. Then I'm going to lose a lot. And painting for me right now is just a way to relieve stress. So I don't know if I've said it before, and I mean, I'll probably say it again, but COVID really did a little bit of a number on our household. I had a boutique, a super cute boutique, and it was a studio boutique, so it was small. And we were inside of a salon studio. So there were a lot of studios all in one building. So we were all indoors, you know, a whole bunch of us. And in the salon studios, there's hairdressers, stylists, they do not nails, no they didn't. They did lashes. And then there was massage therapy and skincare. I mean, so many professional women doing amazing things. And we were the boutique inside of that salon studio. Well, once COVID hit, you know, retail had to close down, so we had to close down for 2 months. And when it reopened, because of the licensed stylists that are there, they have a lot of restrictions that they have to follow. I mean, you know, they have to listen. They have a license in the state of Texas. And so what happened was the restrictions were very strict to go into the building. And remember, we were in the building, but it was so strict where stylists had to meet their clients out at the front door of the building and walk them in. They could not have any clients waiting like in the halls for them. It was by appointment only. You had to wait in your car and then come in only when you came in once the stylist was done with their previous customer. And it was for social distancing, and also they didn't want, you know, too many people hanging around because COVID was new. Nobody knew anything about COVID, and it was just their very safe procedures, you know. But that really didn't do us good because the clientele dropped significantly. Like, we had no more lookers that were coming in to look around what we had while they were waiting on their stylist. A lot of ladies would come in while their hair was drying, you know, from highlights or color, and they would walk around our boutique, and they did a lot of shopping while they were waiting to finish their hair or lashes. So we lost a lot of customers. And even our very, don't know what I'm trying to say here, our customers that were constantly in, I had a loyalty program set up there at our boutique. So our customers that came to see us, they were able to collect points every time they visited us and purchased something. So we had a lot of loyal customers that would come see us, and I mean, we missed them tremendously. But once our lease was up, which was in August of last year, we stayed a couple of months on a month-to-month just to see if the traffic would improve, if COVID would improve, you know, at least the understanding of it, and it just didn't. So I had to make the decision to go ahead and close the store. And it was super sad. My daughter and I, we did that together. We did the store together. You know, we were there Tuesday through Friday, and we were having fun. I mean, it was so much fun, meeting so many beautiful women, and I mean, just absolutely beautiful inside and out. And that's what I love to do. I love to service people. And, you know, I quit a very good job as a project coordinator for pursuing my dream of having my own store where I could service customers on a more personal basis, like knowing their name and their style and what they loved. We purchased very good quality. We worked with artisans because that was kind of our thing. We wanted to work with other makers. So we had jewelry that we had purchased from jewelry makers, and, you know, artisan soaps that were high quality, natural, clean ingredients. I mean, we had, I'm totally biased, but I mean, we totally had a super cute store. And so now I've been home, and in order to not go crazy for not doing anything, I picked up painting. And I've always been a creative person since I was very little, and I never really had the chance to do things like this. I was always working, you know, driving through traffic to get to work, working all day, driving through traffic to get home, and then just pass out sleeping because I was so tired. And I just did that for so many years. So we made some budget adjustments so that I could quit my job and open my boutique. You know, we brought all of our debt down. You know, we did everything we could so that my husband could work and pay the bills. We made them as minimal as possible. And I used savings to open my store, and needless to say, we have a little bit more debt now than we did 2 years ago. So I am doing art. It's just a way to relieve stress, of course. It's my escape. I get to come to my spare bedroom. I have everything set up. I get to escape just a little bit of all the crazy that's going on in the world with COVID and just with everything. In the process, I am selling art prints, and so that really helps me pay down a lot of the debt that I had because of the store. So that's helpful. So of course, any of the paintings that you see, or any of the resin coasters that you see, or boards, they're all available. I have an Etsy. It's in my description. I have my Etsy store. And if you see a video and you don't see the piece on my Etsy shop, it could be that it's sold, but you can always just send me a message and say, hey Laura, I like this one. Could you do this for me? I do commission work also. You could pick your colors that you want. You could let me know what technique you would like me to do. In the meantime, I'm just doing this for fun. And we'll see where it takes me. So I've done the Dutch pour. Now I'm going to try this cloud pour. And the crazy thing is, this is so much chemistry. It's not even having the right ingredients. It's also the right consistency. And the consistency of this paint has to match with the colored paint. I mean, this is where I'm at right now. I don't know if you can see or tell. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but my understanding is, and everything I've been reading is, it's just trial and error. You just got to do it. And I'm like, hello, I'm just going to do it, you know? It may not work, but that just is more for me to keep trying, because I'm not a quitter. FYI, I don't quit. No. So to me, it's a challenge. If it's something that I like and it's something that I want to know how to do and it doesn't work out, I'm going to say, oh, you watch me, mister. It's going to happen. So I'm not going to give up. It's going to happen. And then I will have different techniques, the Dutch pour and the cloud pour, which make pearls. This is what my goal is. This is what I'm going for, is to make pearls. So I mean, it looks thin, but I don't know. I've never done this before. It's not mounding. I know that's something it's not supposed to mound. It's not mounding. When I swirl it, I do see a little bit of a trace behind, so I don't know if that's a yay or a nay, but you know what? I'm going to stop at this point. I'm going to try. So I'm going to try one color. I'm going to do orange. And so this orange is by artist Loft. Yeah, it's an orange by artist Loft. These are already mixed with Floetrol and water, but I need it to be thinner. So what I'm going to do is pour a little bit, and then I'm going to thin it out with water, because it has to match the consistency of this white, which technically I think the white needs to be thinner. But let's see what I can do. So my understanding is it just has to be thin, thin, thin. So let's see what we can do. And this is going to be a monochromatic painting. It's only going to be one color because, again, it's my very first time doing this, and I don't want to waste a lot of paint for something that doesn't turn out right. You know what I mean? Ooh, I think this is way thinner than the white. Yeah, this looks kind of like an orange water. Maybe that's the consistency. I'm not sure. So now I got to look at it compared to the... Guys, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is like really thin. Literally, it looks like water. Could be too thin. If you're here with me, we're trying this out together. And this canvas that I'm using, I don't know what size it is, but I will find out for you guys. All right, it's a 14 by 18. That's what this canvas is, 14 by 18. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. One lady I watch on TV, my husband and I, we watch her. Her channel is called, shoot, I don't even remember. Pouring with Love. No, not Pouring with Love. Pouring something. And she always gets excited because she tries things out on her video. And she's like, I did it, guys. And we just love to see her. And so I literally feel like her right now. I'm like, I'm trying this. I'm so nervous. And if it happens to turn out, I'm going to be like, I did it, guys. Okay, so my white looks thinner now. Yes, it looks like it matches the orange because the orange was super thin. All right, I think I'm ready. So I hope I haven't bored y'all up until this point. Sorry if I did, but I thought, you know, I will have some more videos of this with just music, but this is my very first one. And so I was like, let's talk it through. Let's talk about it so you know what I'm doing. You know that this is my very first time doing this and I'm super freaked out. But we're going to do this together, okay? All right, here we go. Now what I see them do, so the whole idea of this, besides having the satin enamel, is that you also have to have a thin paint and you have to stretch it out. That's the key, is you have to stretch it out. So I'm gonna get a little dirty, I'm sure. But, whoa, you see it's pretty thin. And you just wanna stretch it out. Holy macaroni, it moves pretty fast. That tells me it's pretty thin. All right. I think I need napkins. All right, so that's the white, guys. Now, let's try the orange. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do just a little, and again, remember, I'm trying to do this figure, this pearl effect. Okay, Now, and the whole goal here is to stretch it out as much as we can, make it stretch, and then the pearls are supposed to pop up pretty instant, if I did it right. All right, so let's begin. Moving this around. I really didn't want to lose that design. Oh, so my aunt right now is buying a lot of my art. She's totally in love with my art. Thank you so much. And she asked me to do this one with orange, because that's kind of what she's been buying, is some of the pieces that I have that are orange. So, oh, I need to get that down. So I'm just stretching. I don't know about this, guys. I'm not sure. I am definitely not sure. All right. I mean, I think I've stretched it out pretty good. It doesn't move as much anymore. Now we just have to see if these pearls pop up. All right, that's what we got. I feel like there wants to be pearls, but since I stretched it more, maybe I stretched out the pearls. I don't know. And if you're watching this and you know how to do the pearls, please let me know what I can do differently or what seems to be the problem. But I mean, my pearls over here, they look to be not pretty round. So, help. I'm gonna leave it and see what transpires from this, because I do see that there wants to be pearls, but they look kind of stretched out. So again, if you know how to do the cloud pour, let me know what this means. Why are these stretched out instead of little round pearls? But it is pretty. It's different, that's for sure. Specifically why I didn't want to use more than one color was because if it didn't turn out, then I didn't want to waste a lot of color. So it's better if we, if I can figure out the right consistency, and then I'll really play around with this in different colors. So for now, guys, this is what I'm working with here. I like how this stayed dark orange right in here, and this got pulled, this orange and white kind of pulled and mixed. What I don't understand, which I'm hoping somebody will tell me in the comments, is why do these pearls look like they're pulled? Like, was it because I started tilting again after they were starting to form? Why did that happen? So that's what I want to know. I love these lines right here. I do love the lines. And I love how the orange is kind of thinned out with the white, and then this pop of orange here. I love that. If these were little round balls, I mean, yeah, that would be so super cool. That would be the pearls that I've been trying to work at here. But I don't know. You tell me what you think about this, guys. And I'm gonna still keep working at it. I want perfectly round pearls. So we're gonna let this just hang out here and see how it changes. And then we'll talk about it. You could leave me a comment. That would be so cool, especially if you know how to do this. Let's see. Yeah, I still have a little bit more, so I might try to do another one in a minute. I might try to do a 12 by 12 because there's a little bit left there, and then there's a little bit left here. That's already been watered down. I don't know if I maybe did it too thin. I mean, I'm thinking that could have been an option of why it's stretched pearls instead of rounded pearls, but I'm curious to know. All right, well, let's see how this turns out.